Hey guys, Clay Edwards here. I want to tell you real quick about RC Lawn Care. My buddy Richard Coley is going to be the guy you need to contact for all of your lawn maintenance needs. You can reach him at 601-502-3529. They offer roof to curb service, blowing off the roof, gutter cleaning, basic lawn care including mow, trim, edge, and blow, full lawn cleanup, trash removal, garden supplies delivered, pine straw installs, driveway and sidewalk pressure washing. If grass is growing, you need RC Lawn Care Mowing. Again, 601-502-3529. Richard Coley at RC Lawn Care, proud sponsor of the Clay Edwards Show podcast.
Breaking rules when necessary. First one of the week right there. Come on back. Welcome back in here. Pour that nice warm cup of coffee. Honk that horn at that bad driver. Stick that finger out the window and give him the bird. Tell him to get out your way. You're listening to the Clay Edwards Show. You're mad as hell and you don't know why. This segment going to be brought to you by A1 Gear and Auto. My buddy Justin and his team out there on 49 South, right there in Florence, Mississippi. That's A1 Gear and Auto for all of your differential repair needs. That's what they specialize in right there. But man, they do so much more than that. It got up to dang near 90 degrees yesterday. I was sweating. And I was so glad my air conditioner worked. But I got to thinking about, what if it didn't? These are the things you think about when it's hot outside. I talked to my mom over at her house that upstairs air has been out for about 2 weeks now. Home warranty. It's better than having to pay for it, but it don't always work in a timely fashion. Anyhow, I digress. If your air is on the fritz in your vehicle, A1 Gear and Auto can get it taken care of. Get over there, see Justin and the team. Let them get it diagnosed. Maybe it's just a leak. Maybe just low in Freon. Maybe you need a compressor. They can figure it all out there. And there's so many other moving parts when it comes to air conditioners. It could be your vent doors, all kind of stuff, especially in Ford trucks. So let them get it taken care of for you and get you on the road in a nice, cool vehicle. Again, whether check engine lights are on or you need your rear end replaced, they can do it all. A1 Gear and Auto, everything except diesel engine repair. And again, they specialize in your rear end, differential, transfer case, stuff of that nature. You can find them on 49 South in Florence. Give them a call today, 601-939-1060. A1 Gear and Auto. All right, where did we leave off? We were talking about pulpit pimps, abandoned property, the real bread and butter of the whole Save Jackson platform. The thing that really, calling these folks out is what really put me on the map with all that local anger addicts. Because, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to question them. But that's what we do here. We question all that stuff. So let's go back a couple days here also to Friday. I have been on it feels like it's been a month since I've been on the radio. So much has happened. If you follow me on social media, you've seen this. So Thursday night, Friday morning, technically Friday morning, the Cinco de Mayo, a high-speed pursuit popped off in Pearl, Mississippi with what has to be two of the dumbest criminals in the history of dumb criminals. So dumb, in fact, that they were last week's effed around and found out grand champions of the week. Two brothers. I don't even know their names. Two brothers were at the Flying J in Pearl. I mean, you got to know. You got to know better. You can't be in Rankin County in Pearl. You can't be in Pearl effing around in a stolen car with no tag at 1 a.m. You can't do all of that independently, much less at one time. First off, you're out after midnight in Rankin County. That's probable cause right there. No tag. Ugh. Stupid. Not to mention the stolen car park with no tag. That's 3 things. That's 3 strikes against you. And then you decide to run. They ain't got nothing else to do but chase you. back into criminal safe haven, hashtag escape to Jackson. So that's what they did. 1 a.m, stolen Charger. It's always a Charger. Brand new off the lot from somewhere too, by the way. Never even been registered. That is a interesting hustle there. So, and it wasn't Mac Hike. I confirmed that, at least not the one in Flowood. So, they're on a high-speed pursuit into Chockway's criminal safe haven of Jackson, Mississippi. They end up in South Jackson, my former hometown, where they, I don't know if they T-bone, rear end, head-on collision, some form, fashion, or another, they smash into a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Got 6 juveniles in it. All 8 people. 2 from the Charger, all 6 from the Jeep, are beat up. I mean, it's bad. It's a bad wreck. It's a trauma scene. They're having to do, life-saving medical stuff on the side of the road there. They're all in critical condition, several in really bad shape. They're all at UMMC. According to one of my sources, unconfirmed reports, one of them have died. But here's the catch. The Jeep Grand Cherokee, no other news source is reporting this. Nobody else in Jackson is reporting this. It was stolen. It had been carjacked a couple days earlier. So these kids out running around joyriding in a carjacked Jeep Grand Cherokee and get hit by another stolen car in the midst of a high-speed pursuit. Jackson, Mississippi has gotten so bad that you can't even ride around in a peaceful joyride in a stolen car anymore without getting T-boned and sent to the hospital by another stolen car running from the police from an entirely different town. Jackson ain't coming back. It's gone. And of course, the mama's all on Facebook. My baby, he's a good boy. He was going to be a rocket scientist, an engineer. He was the MVP, somebody told me. These weren't thugs. These were good kids. Bro, no, they're not. They're riding around in a carjacked vehicle. I'm in fact, am not a rocket scientist. Believe it or not. But you know what I know? I know that whoever did carjack that vehicle didn't just go give it to somebody. I'm going to go out on a limb here and make an educated guess that one of them kids carjacked that vehicle. So that's armed carjacking. That ain't a good kid. I mean, last time I checked, good kids don't pull guns on people and steal their cars. That's a thug. Thug. We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those thugs. I know my 90s hip-hop fans get that reference. I know y'all do. Let's hit the Guns and Gear text line real quick. Keith on the Guns and Gear text line says, gonna have to change the name from Save Jackson to Nuke Jackson. I'm gonna tell you what, I did come really, really close to changing it to Left Jackson. But the fact that I still call it Save Jackson makes the Democrat anger addicts so mad that a white conservative has a page called Save Jackson, that they come unglued about it. And I, frankly, enjoy watching them come unglued just because. I mean, I bought the URL, the website, savejackson.com. I own every social media handle at SaveJXN. I mean, they can't even start. They love to come in and they try to start these fake Save Jackson pages. And they're good for about 5 or 6 posts. And then they just go away. Because you gotta be passionate about this. The only thing they're passionate about is the destruction and death of this city. So they had to run back and get back to committing crimes and carjacking people and stuff of that nature. Screaming about racisms online. Unknown texter says, that is funny AF. It is. It is. Roger on the Guns of Gear text line. Just when you train yourself not to be amazed by these idiots, this happens and your mouth drops and all you can do is shake your head. You know, one of the things I talk about a lot is I refuse to ever be numbed and normalize any of this stuff. I love having the bar of stupidity constantly raised. And these guys, like a great Olympian, like great athletes, like Barry Sanders, like Deion Sanders, like Walter Payton, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Carl Lewis, Muhammad Ali. They just find ways to excel and grab that golden ring and to constantly get better at what they do. 2 stolen cars smashing into each other at 1 a.m. in the midst of a police chase. That's God's work. # God's plan. Y'all love to talk about God's plan. That's God's plan right there. Let's take a break. This is the Clay Edwards Show. We'll be right back on 103.9 WYAB.
Thanks for listening. Tune in tomorrow at 7 a.m. as the Clay Edwards Show discusses all that is going on in and around the city of Jackson.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Right here on 103.9 WYAB.